Good morning. I'm here in Spain and we are in Grañón, I should say. And we're going to learn a sun salutation. This is going to be a basic one. And if you want to then learn the more advanced one, I'll have this in another video. So when you're ready, just starting on your knees, and we'll start in a child's pose. So you could start with the knees together or knees as wide as your mat, and then just bringing the arms forward, dropping the forehead down towards the mat. And just release everything in the jaw, neck, shoulders. Just taking a moment or two, especially if you've just woken up, and allowing some length into the spine. And then as you're ready, take your arms as wide as your mat, so the pinky fingers are holding onto the edges of the mat. Tucking the toes under, we're going to lift the hips up high. Feet are going to be hip width distance apart, and you can pedal out the feet as much as you need. You can move the feet side to side, whatever feels good. And then press the chest back towards the legs. And you can bend the knees as much as you want because we want to lengthen out through the spine. So sit bones are lifting high, so the knees can be quite bent, especially if it's early in the morning for you. Then we're going to look forward to our hands, walk to the top of our mat. Keep your feet hip width distance apart, keep the knees quite bent. Elbows and hands come together to drop over and just hang heavy. Head and neck can shake yes and no. Good. And then releasing this grip, we're going to roll vertebra by vertebra all the way up to standing. Chin will be the last thing to come up. And then we're going to start at the top of the mat. So bring either the toes together, the heels slightly apart, or if you need a little bit more stability, you take the feet hip width distance apart. So you can work in either or, okay? From here, bring the hands to the heart space. I'm going to use an inhale to breathe the arms up overhead. From here, bend the knees as you exhale and hinge forward. Then from here, we inhale to bring the chest forward. And we're going to pause here for a moment. We want to lengthen and make one long line from the hips all the way through to the head. So bend the knees as much as you need to and keep that connection of fingers to the ground. Then from here, let's walk the feet back to a high plank. Now, if this is too strong, drop the knees down, make it gentler. Otherwise, you can work with the knees off and pressing out through the heels. But I'm going to keep my knees down for this variation. Elbows are going to squeeze in. We bring the chest slowly down towards the ground and untuck the toes. Good. From here, keeping the hands underneath the shoulders, we breathe in, little baby cobra. So it's just the shoulders and chest lifting, and I'm lengthening the crown of my head towards the front. I'm going to lower down, tuck my toes, and press back to child's pose. So lengthening out through the spine. I'm going to keep the knees together, so when we flow, this is a really easy transition. Then from here, tuck the toes under, lift the hips nice and high. Take a deep breath in, lift the heels really, really high. Bend the knees, and we're going to walk to the top of our mat. On your next inhale, use an inhale to come forward to that flat back. Exhale, release down. Maybe the knees are bent, maybe they're straight. Then we roll all the way up, reach the hands up, inhale. And exhale back to the heart space. Okay, so we're going to flow this one breath at a time now. So we use the inhale to breathe up. Exhale, hinge at the hips all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. And then exhale, stepping back to your high plank, lowering all the way down to the mat. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, lift the hips high. Down facing dog, and then exhale to stay. Inhale, lift the heels really high. Exhale, bend the knees, walk to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to soften down. Press all the way up to standing. Inhale. And then exhale, hands back to the heart space. Let's go for two more of these. So we use an inhale to breathe up. Exhale, softening down. Halfway lift, keep those fingertips connected and step back, exhale, bring the elbows in as you lower all the way down. Breathe into your baby cobra. Exhale, press back to the child's pose. Inhale, tuck the toes, lift the hips, down facing dog. Inhale to come all the way up, bend the knees, look forward. Walk the feet to the top of the mat. Inhale again. Exhaling down, press all the way to standing. Inhale. And then exhale. This last time, we're going to breathe all the way up. Reach the chest high as you inhale. Exhale to come down. Halfway lift, inhale. Press back to your plank, lower the knees, exhale to come down. Use it, inhale to breathe up. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, lift the hips high, down facing dog. Stay for the exhale. Use your inhale to lift the heels. Bend the knees as you exhale and walk to the top of the mat. Halfway lift. Exhale down. Breathe all the way up, inhale. Exhale, hands to the heart space. Last one, inhaling up. Exhale. Inhale forward. Press back as you exhale. Push the mat away as you come down to resist. Inhale, shoulders roll back. Exhale, reach and lengthen here. Inhale, lift the hips, down facing dog. I'm going to take a little variation here. So stay. Now take the right foot forward. If you need to, use your hand to bring that foot and then drop the left knee down. Untuck those toes. Keep the fingertips down. We're going to use an inhale, reach the chest forward. And then exhale, bring that right hip back, flex the front foot. Inhale to come forward. And then exhale, wrap that right hip all the way back. Doesn't matter if you're straight or bent here. Good. Inhale to come forward. Exhale to come back. Last one forward. Inhale. Plant both hands down. Tuck the back toes under. Lift that back heel off. And press back to your down facing dog. Good. Let's try the left side. So bring that left foot forward. You can use your hands to help and then drop that right knee down. Good. So make sure you're stacking that left knee directly above the ankle here. And let's breathe this in to come forward. Exhale, wrap that left hip as you draw back. So toes are flexing, maybe you're straight, maybe not. Inhale to come back forward. Exhale to come back. Last one like this. Inhaling forward. Exhale back. Come forward one more time. Inhale. Plant the hands down, tuck the back toes, lift that knee off. Push the mat away as you come back to down facing dog. Great. Let's use our inhale to lift the heels high. Exhale, bend the knees. Walk to the top of your mat. Halfway lift as you inhale. Relax down as you exhale. Press all the way up to standing. Inhale. Exhale, hands to the heart space. Good, and just stay here for a few breaths, closing down the eyes. And just feel that energy surging through the body. But as you close the eyes, just focus in on the breath. Especially if your heart's pumping quite a lot, slow down the breath. And then as you're ready, just making your way down onto the mat, we'll finish in a child's pose. It's always a really nice, relaxing way. So either knees together or maybe the knees out wide this time. Just walking the hands forward. Resting the forehead down. If your forehead doesn't touch the mat, it's a really nice thing to just pop the two fists underneath your forehead so you've got something to rest your head on so it can completely relax. And then as you're ready, if you have time, you can pop into Shavasana, so lying down on your back, palms up, feet out to the side, or you can get on with your day. And you can do sun salutations any time of the day. I quite like to do them in the morning. It's a really great way to open up the body, get some blood flowing. But I've done them on buses, trains, in the street, whatever. Namaste. Ciao.